Imagine, if you will, the life of an ordinary quarter, passed from hand to hand. It jingles in the pocket, it rests in a till, it vanishes into a vending machine, it lies forgotten in a drawer, it is spent, it is lost, it is buried in the earth. It is worn thin until its details fade like an old memory. Such is the fate of nearly all. But this quarter escaped that destiny. Preserved in brilliant uncirculated condition, it gleams as though struck yesterday. Its surface is untouched, its detail sharp, its eagle proud and unbowed by time. Such preservation is itself a miracle, for few coins survive so unscathed. It is this miracle of condition that, combined with rarity, bestows upon the coin its staggering value. Now let us speak of value in more precise terms. In the marketplace of today, where collectors vie with one another in auctions and private sales, this coin has achieved the price of $2 million. Yes, $2 million for a single $quarter, a piece whose face value is but 25 cents. This is not fancy, nor idle exaggeration, but the sober truth of the market, confirmed by those who have witnessed the bidding wars, the eager hands raised, the determined hearts resolved to secure such a prize at any cost. It is a price that reflects not only the rarity of the coin but the reverence in which it is held by those who cherish the heritage of American coinage. To the uninitiated, such a figure may seem incredible, even absurd. How, they may ask, can a quarter be worth $2 million? The answer lies in the laws of rarity and desire. Value is not inherent in the metal alone. It is conferred by the consensus of men, by the will of the market, by the passion of collectors who seek to complete their sets, to own the unattainable, to hold in their hands a piece that few others may ever hope to touch. Rarity creates desire, and desire creates value. When supply is measured in but a handful of specimens, and demand extends across the globe, the result is a price that soars beyond imagination. Thus stands this $quarter, rarest among its kind, worth $2 million in the marketplace of men, yet worth far more in the marketplace of the imagination. It is not only a coin, it is a treasure, a relic, a testament, a shining emblem of the truth that even the humblest things, by chance and preservation, may ascend to greatness. Whoever holds it holds a fragment of America's soul, and whoever beholds it beholds a marvel beyond price. And so we leave it, gleaming in the light, a $quarter worth $2 million, and in truth, worth far more than gold, for it is worth the memory, the passion, and the history it embodies. This coin before your eyes is no ordinary piece of metal, no common token that might pass unnoticed from hand to hand in the daily commerce of men. This is a $quarter of the United States of America, and though many have been struck and spent across the decades, this particular kind stands apart, elevated above the multitude by its history, its rarity, and the astonishing value it now commands in the world of collectors and connoisseurs. To hold such a piece is to hold a fragment of the nation's legacy, a token that speaks of artistry, of endurance, and of the symbolic power that flows through the coinage of the Republic. Today, I shall tell you the tale of this remarkable coin, a tale that will take us through the long corridors of American history and into the very heart of its value, a value now reckoned not in mere cents, nor even in mere dollars, but in the awe-inspiring sum of $2 million in the present market. Consider first the design that greets the beholder's eye. Upon the reverse, there spreads the noble eagle, wings outstretched in majesty, talons firm upon the fasces, the ancient emblem of authority, and beneath it the laurel, symbol of triumph and peace. Around the border stand the solemn words, United States of America, and below, the denomination, $quarter. Above the eagle's head shines the venerable motto, E pluribus unum, out of many, one. It is a design of dignity, balance, and strength, rendered in the clean lines and bold relief that mark the craftsmanship of mid-20th century coinage. This artistry is no accident, for the men and women of the United States mint sought always to embody in metal the virtues and ideals of the Republic itself. Yet artistry alone does not confer such exalted value. If beauty were the measure, countless coins would be esteemed beyond price, for many are lovely to behold. What sets this coin apart is the conjunction of rarity, history, and condition. Most quarters that bore this eagle were struck in vast numbers, poured forth by the millions to circulate through the hands of shopkeepers, laborious, farmers, children, and travellers across the wide expanse of the nation. But in the great sea of ordinary pieces, there exist but a few islands of rarity, struck in limited number, preserved against the tides of time, untouched by wear, and thus rendered treasures of immeasurable worth. This is one of those few. Numismatists, those careful students of coinage, know well how fortune smiles upon but a handful of coins in each generation. A minting error, a change in design, a rare die, or the survival of but a few specimens in flawless condition, such are the circumstances that elevate a simple piece of silver or copper nickel into the realm of legend. And so it is with this quarter. For reasons obscure to the general public, yet well understood by scholars of the mint, this variety was struck in exceedingly small numbers, and fewer still remain to us now.